For those of you who don't know what the STUC is, along with the FBU, we represent 40 trade unions in Scotland, 20 trades union councils, over 500,000 workers, and those workers are with you today. Some of those workers are standing here today because they're the emergency workers, the health workers, the care workers, the workers who, along with you, provide the services that allow us to call ourselves a society. They know your value and you know theirs. But we're also here today because workers up and down this country work in dangerous situations. We hope to avoid the worst, but we know who is there when the worst happens. But we're also here because we're citizens, because every single person, every man, woman and child in this country needs to be able to go to bed at night knowing that they are safe, or as safe as they can be. And that's not happening just now. And it's not going to happen if the government gets away with these cuts. And we heard about Humza Yousaf there earlier, and the Scottish Government is very good at saying that they listen, and sometimes they do. They would certainly listen to you if you told them to leave a contaminated area or a dangerous area or a car accident area. So why don't they listen to you when you tell them how to keep the people of Scotland and the people across the wider United Kingdom safe on a daily basis? They need to listen to you. And at some stage you'll hear that there's no money thing. Remember that? There's no money. The cupboard is bare. Something has got to give. Well, it would cost less than 1 pence per citizen in Scotland to completely reverse these cuts and make an investment that you deserve. It would cost 1,000% of the accumulated wealth of the 10 richest people in Scotland to reinstate the cuts, to reverse the cuts and reinstate the service that you deserve. Just the 100 top FTSE company CEOs last year awarded themselves more in pay rises than it would cost across the United Kingdom to reverse these cuts. So don't let them tell you that there's no money. There's money and we need to invest it. Now, the last thing I want to say is this. When we look across our health service, when we look across the creation of your own service, when we look at education free at the point of delivery, all of these things have been won because of a battle. It was a battle that mattered on that day, but it's a matter that battled for decades to come. So you're fighting a battle for today, you're fighting against cuts for today, but you're fighting for a society, for a service, for a network of provision that allows us to say that we are decent human beings living in a decent Scotland. And my call to your fire service, my call to the Scottish Government, my call to Westminster, who seem to know the price of everything but the value of nothing, is listen to the people who provide the service. They're not here for fun. They're here because they're fighting for their future, but also for the future of our families and everybody that we represent. So thank you very much. More power to your arm. Trade union movement will be with you forever.